Think about it. So much of what drives us, from our personal lives right up to world events, often happens, well, behind the scenes, hidden.
Mm-hmm. And that leads us straight into this really fascinating concept from our AI analysis. It calls it the human secrecy.
The human secrecy, okay.
Yeah, and the core idea isn't just about hiding things by accident. The AI argues that secrecy is actually a basic strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah, like rooted in these really deep desires we all have. Avoid pain, live longer, and just, have a better life, materially speaking.
Okay, that's a big claim. It's way more than just like keeping a surprise party secret.
Oh, definitely. The AI sees this drive as absolutely fundamental to being human, shaping our biology, our history, our ethics, basically everything.
Wow. Okay, so it sounds like the analysis really goes wide then.
It really does. It looks at where this human secrecy might have come from, how it impacts history, maybe even our genes.
Interesting. Genes.
Indirectly, yeah. And philosophy, physics, our state of mind, belief systems, the whole picture. And of course, the big one now, how AI is changing things.
Right. So our mission today then is to really dig into this AI analysis, pull out the key insights.
Exactly. We want to get a handle on why keeping secrets, why hiding information is such a fundamental and, yeah, often really complicated part of being human.
Hopefully giving you some aha moments, maybe a new lens to see things through.
That's the goal. Maybe even reflecting on your own life a bit differently.
Okay, let's dive in. Where does the AI, I think this all started, this human secrecy?
Well, the thinking is it probably emerged right alongside our consciousness, our ability to plan, to think ahead.
Makes sense. Like early humans realizing what? That keeping quiet about something gave them an edge.
Pretty much. Imagine knowing where the best hunting spot is or a hidden water source and not telling everyone. That's a real advantage. That's likely the seed.
And those core drivers you mentioned, avoiding pain, living longer, getting resources.
Yeah, the AI breaks it down nicely. Avoiding pain, like hiding an injury so you don't look weak. Extending life, maybe guarding some knowledge about healing herbs. And then wealth, health, basically. Securing stuff, food, shelter for a better, safer life.
That really clicks. It feels very primal.
It is. And what's super interesting is how this apparently shifted competition. It wasn't purely physical anymore.
Ah, right. It became about information.
Exactly. Strategic thinking. Controlling information became a new way to gain power, creating hierarchies based not just on who was strongest, but who knew things others didn't, or who was better at keeping secrets.
A massive shift. And this isn't just like one type of person or one period in history, is it?
Yeah.
The AI says it's universal.
Completely. Think about it. Little kids hiding a broken vase, teenagers with their complex social secrets, adults navigating work or finances or relationships.
Even older people holding on to life experiences they don't share.
Right. It spans all ages, genders, cultures, and it's evolved over time.
How so? The AI traces that.
Yeah, it maps it out. Hunter-gatherer times. Secrets about hunting grounds, rituals, maybe where certain plants grew.
Then farming comes along.
Agricultural stage. Secrets about seasons, planting techniques, who owned what land. Knowledge was power.
Then the Industrial Revolution.
Yep. Suddenly it's about inventions, patents, secret formulas, corporate strategies, protecting that edge.
And now, the information age.
It's exploded, hasn't it? Cryptography, data privacy battles, protecting intellectual property online. The tools change, the stakes get higher, but that core impulse.
It's still there. Wow.
And look at our daily lives now. The AI points out we're constantly dealing with micro secrets, just thoughts we keep to ourselves, and sometimes macro secrets.
Like big things we don't disclose.
Yeah.
A health condition, maybe?
Exactly. Or big financial news. And these hidden things, they obviously shape our relationships, how much we trust people.
For sure. And it's not just personal stuff, right? The AI says history turns on secrets.
Oh, massively. The analysis gives some great examples. Think secret treaties kicking off wars.
Right? Or like Cold War espionage, all that hidden stuff.
Totally. Clandestine operations changing the global balance. Or even guarded innovations. The Coca-Cola formula is the classic example, isn't it?
Huh, yeah. Or maybe the first iPhone designs before anyone saw them.
Exactly. Secrets that sparked huge changes. And then there's the flip side.
Knowledge that was secret, but then got out.
Precisely. Like Copernicus or Galileo. Their ideas were maybe kept quiet initially or were slow to spread. But once revealed, they completely changed how we saw the universe.
So keeping secrets and revealing them are both powerful historical forces.
That's the idea. Now, this might sound a bit strange, but the AI even suggests our ability to be secretive might have sort of genetic roots. Indirectly.
Okay, hang on. A secrecy gene?
No,
Really?
no, not like a specific gene for secrecy. It's more that the underlying brain power needed for it.
Like what? Planning.
Planning, yeah. Understanding what other people might be thinking, they call that theory of mind. Complex communication, even, frankly, the ability to deceive.
Ah. Okay, so those abilities evolved because they helped us survive.
Plausibly, yes. Being able to manage information strategically, deciding what to share and what to hide, likely gave individuals or groups an advantage. It's a package of cognitive skills.
That's really interesting. Our brains are kind of wired for this, potentially. And we're not alone, are we? The AI mentions other animals.
That's right. Biological secrecy is everywhere. Camouflage, mimicry, that's basically animals hiding information, right?
To avoid being eaten or to sneak up on prey. Yeah.
Or a bird hiding its nest. That's secrecy to protect offspring. It ties right back to those core drives: survival, protecting kin.
And the AI loops this back to humans.
It does. It points out how our medical breakthroughs, which were often developed in secret initially, maybe in labs or research groups, before being shared, have dramatically boosted our lifespan and health.
Fulfilling that core drive to live longer and better. It all connects.
Which brings us neatly into some big philosophical questions.
Ah, okay. Philosophy and secrecy. Where does that lead?
Well, first off, epistemology, the study of knowledge itself. Secrecy immediately creates what the AI calls epistemic asymmetry.
Epistemic asymmetry. Okay, less jargon, please.
Fair enough. It just means an imbalance in who knows what. Simple as that. If I know something crucial that you don't, I have an advantage.
Like in a negotiation, maybe? If I know your bottom line, but you don't know mine.
Exactly like that. That imbalance is epistemic asymmetry. And it forces us to ask, who actually has the right to know certain things? Can we really trust what we believe if we know information is being hidden? What even is truth if parts are obscured?
Deep questions. It really highlights the power imbalance information creates.
Definitely. And that leads straight into ethics. This is where it gets really sticky, doesn't it?
Yeah, because we value privacy, right? That feels like a good secret.
Absolutely. The right to privacy is fundamental. It's beneficial secrecy. We need space for our own thoughts, our personal lives, but
secrecy can obviously be used for bad stuff. Hiding crimes, manipulating people.
Exactly. And that's the tension. The AI throws out this really tough ethical calculation. Do the potential upsides, like longer lives, better health, more wealth, maybe achieved through guarded knowledge, do those benefits outweigh the costs of deception, inequality, mistrust that secrecy can also cause?
Oof. Yeah, there's no easy answer to that one.
None at all. It's a constant balancing act. And surprisingly, the AI even connects secrecy to fields like physics and math.
Okay, now you have my attention. Physics. How?
Well, think about it. The universe itself holds secrets, doesn't it? Things we don't understand yet, like dark matter or the origin of the cosmos.
So science is basically trying to uncover the universe's secrets.
In a way, yes. To understand things better, improve our lives. And then you have information theory in physics that's all about quantifying information, controlling it, which is directly related to how secrets are kept or broken.
Fascinating perspective.
And math.
Math and logic are the engines behind creating and breaking codes. Cryptography is the prime example.
Like online banking security. Perfect example. Using complex math like RSA encryption to create beneficial secrecy. The mathematical principles might be known, but the specific key remains secret, keeping things secure. Math enables that secrecy.
Right, okay, that makes sense. What about game theory? I remember that from somewhere.
Yeah, game theory models strategic decisions, how people act when their success depends on others' choices.
And secrecy is key there.
Often, yes. Hiding your true intentions or what your best alternative is your BATNA, they call it, in negotiation.
Your best alternative to a negotiated agreement.
Right.
Keeping that secret gives you leverage.
Exactly. Or think about the prisoner's dilemma. Two suspects, if they both stay quiet, they get a light sentence. But if one betrays the other secretly,
they might get off free while the other gets hammered. So fear and secrecy lead to a worse outcome for both, even though cooperation would be better.
Precisely. It shows how secrecy, or the fear of the other person's secrecy, drives decisions, even in abstract models. The AI boils it down. Basically, it's logical. If hiding info helps you reach a goal, you're likely to do it.
It's fundamental strategy. Okay, and what about the personal side? The impact on our minds.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. Keeping a big secret. It can be a massive psychological weight, can it?
Totally. Stress, anxiety, I can imagine.
The analysis talks about that burden, guilt, maybe even paranoia. But then again, there's also the relief of privacy, the feeling of control you get from guarding something important successfully.
And it must shape our relationships so much.
Definitely. Sharing secrets can build incredible intimacy, but secrets between people you're close to, that creates distance, erodes trust.
Yeah. So our identity is partly built on what we choose to keep private versus what we share.
That seems right. And then, shifting gears again, the AI looks at belief systems, religions, spiritual paths.
How does secrecy fit in there? I guess there's often like hidden knowledge or inner circles.
Exactly that. Many traditions have esoteric teachings, mysteries revealed only to initiates, or prophecies shared selectively.
Why? What's the purpose?
Well, it can maintain the authority of the leaders or the tradition itself. It can guide followers towards a specific goal, like enlightenment or salvation. It provides a framework, often based on selectively revealed truths.
Controlling information again, essentially, to guide and influence.
It seems to be a core pattern, which leads us right into the human and ethical side on a bigger scale.
Okay, so thinking about individuals and society, one person's secret, like their invention, can be a shield, right? But it could also be a weapon.
Absolutely. Protecting your idea versus, say, deliberately misleading a business partner. Same act withholding information, but totally different intent and impact. And big secrets, they ripple outwards, affecting family, friends, communities.
And society tries to manage this with laws and stuff.
Yeah, we have laws for intellectual property, privacy rights, data protection, and social norms, too, about what's okay to keep private and what's not. We kind of intuitively recognize secrecy has two sides.
And sometimes people push back against harmful secrets. Whistleblowers.
Exactly. They emerge when secrecy seems to be causing real damage, crossing an ethical line. It's like a societal immune response sometimes.
And the AI's view is neutral, right? Secrecy isn't inherently good or evil.
That's its stance. It's a tool. Like a hammer, you can build a house or break a window.
Yeah?
The ethics are all about the context, the motive, the results.
So keeping your diary secret fine. Hiding financial fraud not fine. Seems clear enough.
Mostly, yeah. But the AI asks, who benefits most from secrecy? And that gets complicated.
You'd think people with power, right?
Often, yes. Power and resources make it easier to control information and use secrecy effectively, but it can also be crucial for the vulnerable. People facing oppression might need secrecy to organize, resist, or just survive.
Good point. So it's not just the powerful.
Yeah.
And the AI insists this is adaptive, not an accident.
Yeah, it keeps coming back to that. It argues secrecy likely evolved as a beneficial strategy, tied to those fundamental drives for survival and well-being.
Which brings us to AI itself. This feels like a game changer in the world of secrets.
It really is. AI is impacting secrecy in multiple ways already. For protection, think stronger encryption, better cybersecurity. AI can help build higher walls.
Okay, so AI helps us keep secrets better.
It can, but the AI analysis also floats this more aspirational idea. Could AI help us make better ethical choices about secrecy?
How? By analyzing past situations.
Sort of. Imagine feeding an AI vast amounts of data on past secrets, which ones led to good outcomes, which ones caused harm. It might be able to spot patterns and help guide decisions. It's speculative, though.
Very speculative. Sounds like something out of science fiction. What about more practical uses?
Well, personalized privacy assistance. AI helping you manage your online data, understand privacy settings, make smarter choices about what you share.
That actually sounds pretty useful right now.
Doesn't it? Now, the AI also tackles that idea of, like, AI creating perfect happiness, constant well-being.
Right. Does secrecy vanish in that scenario?
The analysis pulls back from that. It says, look, biologically, feeling good all the time probably isn't realistic or even desirable. But AI could reduce pointless suffering caused by harmful secrets being exposed or privacy being violated unnecessarily. Both security, maybe facilitating transparency where it's helpful.
So not eliminating secrets, but managing the downsides better. And the AI keeps saying those who benefit most often use information as power.
It's a consistent theme. Information control equals power. And the AI even makes a logical point about death.
Oh, how does death relate to secrecy?
Well, logically, the need for personal secrecy might seem to end when you die, right? Your personal experience stops.
But we care about legacy, reputation, how secrets might affect loved ones left behind.
Exactly. Human emotions, beliefs about legacy, they override the pure logic. It's not that simple.
Yeah, logic doesn't always win against human feelings. And what about Well, the darkest side. People who commit awful acts, who take lives. Why do they disregard that whole secrecy to save lives idea?
The analysis suggests they're often operating outside that pro-social framework. It could be severe psychological issues, extreme ideologies that dehumanize others, or just a raw pursuit of power where others' lives don't matter. Their secrecy is about hiding harmful intent, not preserving well-being.
A chilling thought. So, to sum up the AI's definition, the human secrecy is?
It's a fundamental cognitive strategy centered on information, driven by basic evolutionary and psychological needs. Avoid pain, live longer, get resources. It's how we navigate a complex world.
And being born into secrecy, like not knowing your parents or hidden circumstances around your birth, the AI sees that as harmful.
Definitely. It highlights the potential for real suffering there. Identity confusion, psychological pain, social problems, legal issues. It's withholding fundamental information about who someone is that causes harm.
It really underscores the need for truth in some core areas.
Yeah.
So looking ahead, where is all this heading? Does secrecy increase or decrease?
It's messy. The AI sees divergent paths. Progress could mean better privacy tools, more innovation protected by secrecy, but conflict could mean more information warfare, more division based on who controls data.
And AI is the wild card.
Absolutely. AI can build secrets, think complex algorithms nobody understands, and break them, data mining.
Yeah.
How we choose to develop and govern AI is crucial. Our choices really matter here.
It's not inevitable then. And the AI stresses that everyone's experience with secrecy is unique, right? Depends on your life, your personality.
Exactly. Your personal history, your culture, your position in society, the specific situation, it all shapes your relationship with secrecy. There's no single human experience of it.
And it's not just humans. You mentioned animals.
Right. Camouflage, hidden food caches, other life forms control information too. It seems to be a basic strategy for survival on Earth.
Which leads to those huge final questions the AI raises. Is the universe itself secret? Is life a secret?
Yeah, it gets cosmic. The idea isn't that the universe intends to hide things, but that it's full of unknowns, mysteries we haven't solved. The origin of life, consciousness itself. These are profound secrets in the sense that we don't understand them yet.
It's humbling, really. All our knowledge and still so much mystery. And AI's role in all this. It's creator, breaker, mediator, even creator of new deceptions.
That's the summary. AI writing encryption, creator, AI spotting patterns in data, breaker, AI powering privacy tools, mediator, and AI creating deepfakes, new deceptions. It's deeply involved, and its role is only growing.
Wow. Okay, well, this deep dive into the human secrecy, drawing on that AI analysis, has been a lot to think about.
It really has.
It's clear this isn't just some random habit. It's a deep, powerful strategy woven into the fabric of being human, with real benefits, but also real dangers.
Yeah.
Definitely not an accident.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And AI is poised to completely reshape how we deal with it all.
So something for you, the listener, to think about. How does your own relationship with secrecy, what you keep private, what you see out, reflect these deep human drives we've talked about? And how might the rise of AI change that for you, for all of us? Definitely gives you something to chew on.
This is DigitView.